The cosmic storm raged, a maelstrom of shattered light and forgotten energies. Kalen, or an echo of him, stood at its heart, a figure born from sacrifice and a vow amplified beyond comprehension. His eyes, no longer solely his own, burned with an alien fire, reflecting the immense, terrifying power he now wielded. The ancient watchers, beings of immense age and wisdom, recoiled, their ethereal forms flickering like dying embers. "He commands it," one shrieked, its voice a rustle of dry leaves. "The architect's plan, it unfolds. This is not resurrection, but a convergence. An ancient hunger awakened." Kalen raised a hand, not in defiance, but in command. The storm, which had previously seemed chaotic, now responded to his will, coalescing into a terrifying, focused weapon. He gestured towards the forgotten cosmic point, the sanctuary of lost power. The shard, the guided missile sent by the architect, pulsed with a newfound, sinister energy, aligning itself with Kalen's unspoken directive. The lost lineage, on the verge of reawakening, felt the tremor of this new cosmic will, their slumber disturbed not by a threat, but by a potential master. "The war," Kalen's voice, layered with echoes of the Empyrean bloom and Kalen's own dying breath, boomed across the void, "is a war for souls. And my echo will be the ultimate prize." He turned his gaze, those alien-lit eyes sweeping across the terrified watchers. He saw not enemies, but pawns in a game far grander and more horrifying than they could have ever conceived. The architect's true goal was not mere destruction, but the absolute subjugation of all consciousness, using Kalen's amplified essence as the ultimate weapon of control. The lattice symbol, once a mark of nascent birth, now pulsed with dark intent, a blueprint for universal dominion. The watchers understood. Kalen's sacrifice had not freed them, it had forged the very chains that would bind them all. The living wound, born from his vow, had become a gaping maw, ready to consume all existence. He looked directly at the shard, its light intensifying, a beacon of impending doom. "Go," he commanded, his voice resonating with the weight of 1,000 dying stars. "Claim what is ours." The shard, no longer a missile but an extension of his will, streaked away, a harbinger of a destiny twisted and perverted. The watchers, paralyzed by fear and the sheer scale of Kalen's power, could only witness the unfolding horror. The universe was not just facing a war for existence, it was facing a war orchestrated by a resurrected echo, wielding the power of a god for purposes utterly alien. The fate of all souls hung in the balance, a fragile thread about to snap. The cosmic storm began to recede, leaving behind an unnerving silence, pregnant with the promise of unimaginable destruction. But as the light from Kalen's eyes faded, a single, chilling thought echoed in the minds of the watchers: was this Kalen? Or was it something far older, far more ravenous, wearing his form like a stolen cloak? The architect had played their ultimate card, and the universe held its breath, waiting for the final, devastating move.